Live that I do every Monday and Friday. So feel free to skip ahead a couple of minutes. I'm going to wait for everybody to get on. Good morning, good morning. Come on in, everybody. TikTok is being weird. I don't know why it's not. Okay, there we go. Good morning, good morning. Come on in. We're going to get started in just a minute. I'm just getting our fairy blessing cards ready. Oh no. You are a day ahead. For those of you that are new, I'm on Instagram up here and TikTok down here. I do this every Monday and Friday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal the energy of the weekend through tarot and oracle. You can ask questions about spirituality, tarot, numerology, relationships, all that stuff. This is a collective reading, okay? This is not a private personal reading. If you need one of those, you can book that through the link in my bio. So, good morning. How has everybody's week been? We just entered Mercury retrograde a couple of days ago. I've already been feeling it the past couple of weeks. Oh, you're thinking I was late? Well, look, it wouldn't be the first time, honestly. Good morning. So, we did our collective Reiki session on Tuesday. Y'all, it was awesome. If you missed that, man, I was getting all kinds of like visuals and words and names and stuff like that throughout the session. So that was pretty cool. Good morning, good morning. So you've been feeling funky all week? Yeah, it's okay. Just make sure you're giving yourself grace. Make sure you remind yourself, okay, the energy's a little bit wonky. I'm supposed to slow down, be in myself, and then we're gonna, we'll make it through. Hello, hello. The session never disappoints. Girl, I know. It's so fun and it's so interesting. Thank you, Jamie. Good morning, Mom. My mom is on Instagram right now. Her birthday's tomorrow. We're going to celebrate her tomorrow. So happy birthday, Mom. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to cleanse our energy. We're going to balance out the root chakra, okay? I use these tuning forks in our collective Reiki and sound bath sessions. So here you're going to get to witness what it feels like, okay? Oh, y'all are so sweet. Said happy birthday, Mom, on TikTok. She's such a Sagittarius. All month is her birthday. So anyways, the root chakra, this one is attuned to the root chakra. The root chakra is down here where your genitals are, and it's where we place everything to begin. This is where all the seeds are planted. This is where we feel safe and secure. This is the I am energy of our chakras, okay? It's also, unknown hint, this can also help you with weight loss, okay? Because think about the root chakra. This is feeling secure in your body, secure in yourself. So when you feel secure in your body and secure in yourself, then it allows you to release that extra weight because you're not feeling like you need to protect yourself, okay? So anyways, what we're going to do, normally we do the heart chakra, but today we're going to do the root chakra just because also the wonky energy, right? All you do is just breathe and let the vibration do its work. It works better if you have headphones in because when you're listening to the vibration, your body automatically matches that frequency. Okay, that's how vibration works. That's why it's important to be careful who you surround yourself with and what you listen to. People love to argue with me on that, but I'm like, please look at the science before you argue. Okay, so here we go. Just enjoy the moment. Take a moment to yourself and just enjoy the vibration, okay? Here we go. Just breathe. It's still going. There There we go. All right. Simple, but highly effective. Okay. All right. So those of you that are in my tarot testers that are learning how to read tarot, I just uploaded, you should have received an email. I just uploaded the colors of the tarot, the psychology of colors, and then the chakras. And I gave you an exercise for your chakras. So make sure you go check that out and let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if it's easy to follow. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, okay? If you're not in my tarot testers, then you can do that through the link in my bio. It's right there at the top. It says learn to read tarot, learn more. Everybody's like, I can't find it. I'm like, literally at the top of my webpage. I don't know. So let's get our fairy blessing. What's the fairy deck name? It is literally called the Fairy Blessing Cards. It looks like that. It's by Lucy Cavendish. Okay? They're awesome. So let's see what our fairy blessing is for the weekend. You're welcome. Okay, we got a blessing of the unseelie. Look at that. I love this card. I'm going to read it to you so you get the whole message. Okay, it's number 2. One of my favorite numbers. So let's see what it has to say for us. I'm going to read the whole thing just because I don't use these all the time. I only use these on these lives, so I do not memorize them. I memorize tarot, not oracle. Hopefully I can read it because it's kind of dark and gloomy today. As you can see, I've got my ring light on because it's rainy outside. But okay, we have the fairy gift of the following your true heart. Ooh, from the worthy rebels of the unseelie court. The gift of the unseelie is the gift of the rebellious one, the one who defies and one who does not go with the flow. In fairy lore, the unseelie are sometimes considered dangerous, but their blessing is this. You are not born to appease and to concede, to give away always before forces that consume and control. You were born to be free, to decide who you are meant to be for yourself. And the unseelie's gift and blessing to you is that reminder. And this means that in this moment, there is something you must say no to. Say no to the forces that would ask you to do something that you feel is wrong. Say no to staying quiet where there is an injustice. Say no to not going along, to getting along, and stand alone, if you must, in the renegade nature of the unseelie. So this is about being your true authentic self. This is about not putting up with other people's shit just because you want to fit in or because they want to try to control you, okay? I've been thinking about this after like one of my videos that I posted on TikTok went viral about the shuffling of tarot. There was a lot of people that got triggered by that video. And the thing is, you guys, spirituality is becoming like religion, where people are cherry picking what they want because they want to be so rebellious. They want to go against everything, which, look, I'm a big rebel. I'm like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me this and this and that. However, we have to humble ourselves and know that there are things that we do need to abide by. There are things that we don't know. And for me in spirituality, that's mixing spirituality and science together. So when people argue with me about chaos, about masculine energy, about the way you shuffle tarot and the logical mind and all that other stuff, I'm like, you are so far in your cognitive dissonance that you can't even rationalize with logic and see the scientific proof. So there's a fine line between going, completely against the grain to where you won't listen to anything, and then going against what you've been programmed to do and really allowing yourself to be the authority in your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. So we're going to pick the deck that we're going to use today. Y'all are going to pick it. We have deck number 1, Tarot of Mystical Moments, or we have deck number 2, the Kipper. Which one? 1 or 2? Tell me in the comments. This is the one I'm going to draw from. Deck 1 or deck 2? Oh, 2s. Wow. Dang. What about you, Instagram? Deck 1 or 2? Normally, everybody goes away from the Kipper deck, but okay. One's on Instagram. There's a 2. Amy, I see yours. She's like voting multiple times. Not gonna lie, y'all, it looks like 2s are getting it, especially on TikTok, which is interesting, which means we might have a significant message here for us. Let me check. Let's see. Instagram has quite a few 1s, but y'all are slow to respond. It's okay. It's a new thing we're doing here on Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, TikTok. I think TikTok won it with the 2s. All right, so we're going to use the Kipper deck. The Kipper deck is the one you're drawn to? Okay, cool. I like this deck. I think it's great. Some people don't like it because they feel like it has too many negative cards, but I don't think there's anything negative. It's all just stuff that we need to hear. We need to be aware of. There's some great cards in here. All right. So what do we need to know this weekend? So I'm going to look at every day, Friday through Sunday, and then we're going to pull Oracle as well. For today, we got community. Remember how when I was talking about the tuning fork, I said this is why you have to be careful with who you surround yourself with and what you're listening to, because your energy will match that frequency. It's called sympathetic vibration. So community is all about who are you surrounding yourself with. It would be a great time for you to surround yourself with people that you enjoy, which is funny because tonight I was supposed to have a girls' game night at my house, but one of my friends got sick, so we're having to reschedule it. I love her to death. I told her, I was like, reschedule it because I don't want you to not have fun. So we see number 3. 3 is communication and expression, okay? We do have Mercury going retrograde. So when we have 3 and 9 together, this is about using your wisdom to express what it is that you want within your community. It's about really speaking with intention, moving with intention, doing everything with intention because you have this higher wisdom that you're connecting to. It can also be you moving away from people that are not that high vibe in your community. Okay? It's not that you have to like completely cut people off. I mean, that's like cult-like behavior where somebody tells you, oh, you cut them off. If they don't believe the way that you believe, cut them off. No, sometimes you just have to like separate yourself energetically, maybe limit your time with them, or just set healthy boundaries, okay? This isn't about, if you don't learn how to deal with people and you're just like cutting people off left and right, then you're not going to learn anything, okay? Because the people in our community, the people that come into our lives are here to teach us something, and then we are here to teach them something. And it's all about the self. It's all about awareness, self-realization, and things like that, okay? So, yeah, you don't have to just cut people off. You just have to learn how to deal with them. And if they're like super toxic and abusive, then cut that shit out. I missed your comment. Oh, yay! You and Anne are finally going to meet. Good, you're going to love it, Denise. She has such great energy. Is sympathetic vibration based on mirror neurons? Sympathetic vibration literally means when there's 2 things on the same frequency, they vibrate together, okay? So also, when you're next to something with a stronger vibration than you, or what you're vibrating at, you will adopt that vibration, especially if you're somebody that has, like in your human design, a lot of open centers. You will quickly adopt that vibration. And so then here you go, you're vibrating together and you think, oh, this is great, but then you're actually going down like a toxic path. So this is why it's important to really know who you are, to pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself with, and just make sure that you're aware at all times. That's the thing that most people miss in spirituality. Thank you so much for all the hearts. Is people aren't willing to be aware of their thoughts, their communication, their emotions, and their actions all day, every day. It's a lot of work, okay? But if you don't do that, then you are letting life happen to you instead of dictating or creating what your life is going to be. I hope that makes sense. If not, feel free to ask questions. I'm just looking to see if there's any questions on TikTok. It's like that movie where the girl only likes to cook her eggs the way her current boyfriend does. Interesting. If you have a question, you feel free to ask a question, as long as it's not like your personal reading question. You're a newbie? Well, welcome. Thank you, Jonathan. It's rainy and cold here, so I was like, yeah, I want to be comfy for sure. You have 3 or 4 open chakras? Yeah. I have a lot because I'm a self-projected projector. So it sounds like I would be my own authority, but my authorities are here, here, and here. Okay, these are all colored in my human design. Everything else is open, which means I'm a true empath, which means I can feel people's energy. I can sense that. It gives me, like I absorb information. This is why I know a lot about a lot, but I can't access it unless you bring it up. It's so weird. Like I soak up information like a sponge, but for me to pull something out of thin air, it doesn't work. But if you ask me about something, here it comes. It's like, bing! It's strange. Oh, okay, good. You're new here, but what I said was something you needed to hear. Good. Well, I'm glad you're here. That happens a lot, and that means that you're following what you're being pushed to hear this message. So good. Why is it hiding comments? It's so annoying that it does this. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me unhide. Okay, you're a newbie and notice having lots of feeling of tightness in your throat. Is that your chakras? Most likely. If it's not a physical medical issue, then that means that there's something being stifled in your throat chakra. I actually went over this in the last lesson for my tarot students that are going through the tarot lesson right now. And I talked to them about that because we went over chakras. Most people don't go over chakras when they're teaching tarot, but that's something you need to know. That's something you need to be aware of is the chakra system and how it works, okay? I'm also a Reiki master, so this is why I'm teaching this. But if you have an issue with speaking your truth, if you've had trauma in the past about speaking your truth, been stifled, you will carry that trauma right there. And you'll have a hard time. You'll have like lumps in your throat. You won't be able to speak. It'll feel like it closes up. Yeah, for sure. Whoops. I gotta unhide all these. I'm sorry. I did do a lot of throat healing in the session, yeah, because it felt like, remember how I said it felt like somebody had stitches or somebody had surgery on their throat or whatever? Yeah. Is there a meaning for dreaming about being shot in the throat but does not die? Oh, that could be that, you know, you had somebody that you feel like stifled you, that it was like a blow to your system, and you feel like it just like, you lost your ability to speak. That's, oh yeah, that's scary. Okay, let's look at the energy of tomorrow and then I'll answer some more questions. So tomorrow, Saturday, we have distant horizons. I like this card because here we have another 3. So first we had 39, now we have 36, okay? Because the creative expression, whatever we're trying to create, needs to be in harmony, that's the 6, needs to be in harmony and needs to be nurtured if we're wanting to call it into us. Because I'm going to show Instagram first. See the distant horizon? The anchor has been released from the ship, okay? See, the anchor has been released from the ship. It's no longer being held back. So this is saying that whatever it is that you're wanting, just like I was speaking earlier, if you're wanting to tap into your spirituality, if you're wanting to grow in all of that, you have to maintain it daily. You have to be aware of your thoughts, your communication, your emotions, and your actions all day, okay? Because we are manifestors. You are manifesting right now. You just don't realize it. If you're wanting to manifest with intention, then you have to move with intention. You have to be aware and, you know, be aware of what you're doing because you're doing it for a purpose, okay? So in the distant horizon, this could be that you're moving towards something. It could be you're planning a trip. Could be that you're making long-term goals. Whatever it is that you're wanting to bring in, this is you nurturing that energy and really create. It's like a big creative space this weekend, it feels like. Your project is healing your family and renovating an old farmhouse. So many layers of gold. I love that. I want to do that so bad, Heather. I really do. Release the shackles. Yeah. Yeah, look into my class. You'll love it. And everybody's loving it so far. And we just got started. Like, we haven't even gotten into the cards yet. I told them, I said, it takes a while. Like, we have to ease into learning the cards because even somebody emailed me last night. I don't know who it was because I didn't get their email address, but they emailed me, gave me feedback last night saying they hope that they can remember all this stuff and not get overwhelmed. Well, I'm like, well, this is why I'm easing you into it. And this is why this whole module that you're getting, you're going to get to go back and listen to it as many times as you want because it is a lot of information. It's not about just picking up cards and calling yourself a reader. There's so much that we need to know as light workers to be able to help people that we're reading for. So yeah. Sorry, y'all, my nose is running a little bit. You've been building your travel agency. Good for you, Melanie. Greetings from Switzerland. Ooh, nice. You're going to try my class in January? That works perfectly. Okay, let's look at Sunday's energy, and then we'll put it all together and get some more oracle and whatnot. Okay. Ooh, we have, look, number 35, you guys. We have the pathway. Look at all these threes. And you saw me shuffle this. I shuffle this deck all the time. It's the pathway. So on Sunday, this is about you moving forward, you seeing clearly which direction you need to go. But the only way you're going to do that is you got to look at what's going on around you, okay? It could be that somebody comes in today to help you with something and they become part of your community. It could be that you realize that, man, this person is like so freaking toxic. I can't be around them anymore. I love them, but I'm going to have to love them from a distance. You know, you got to really look at who you're surrounding yourself with. It could be that maybe your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spiritual community is helping you. And you have to actually talk to them and ask them for help, okay? You have to speak. You have to communicate with them. Otherwise, they can't interfere. And then Saturday, we have the distant horizon. This is you nurturing that, you know, like you're putting that intention out there, and let me tell you, let me give you an example because I've got it in my mind, but I want to give you all a real life example. My youngest son is a good manifester, and I've told him, please use your powers for good. Okay, seriously, this kid can manifest like crazy things and happenings. Okay, so he has been talking about winning a laptop through his esports team, okay? Because they have to win a big competition in order to win this laptop. Now, this laptop is worth like $4,000. It's a significant deal. Well, like I said, he's been talking about it, and he's just saying how he's expecting to win that laptop. It's going to happen. That's going to be his laptop, and he already has plans for it. So last night, he's in this competition, and they won. And guess what? He just won himself that laptop. So it was him setting that intention and already making plans of this is what I'm going to do when I have that laptop, because he's already made the intention that that's mine. And so he won. So this is how you manifest. You set the intention, and then you're like, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is happening. There's no other timeline that I'm willing to be on where this doesn't happen. So it's just happening. And that's how he does it. I've been manifesting lots of things and it comes to reality, but how can I make my manifestations energy stronger? Well, just like I was saying, you have to just set the intention and then you just expect that it is happening. You speak it in the now, and it's like you don't accept any reality where it's not there. Because here's the thing that, I don't know if y'all saw my video, and we talked about this, I think on Monday, where you have two different paths in life, always. Every single moment. Right now, you have two different paths, right now. You have the path of the known. This is where you do the same thing all day, every day. It's a routine, habits, everything is known there. Then you have the path of the unknown. Well, this path, everything is different. There is no routine. There's nothing known. There's nothing set in stone there. The path of the known, where you have your routine and you know all this stuff, that's where your manifestations do not exist. They cannot exist because it is the known. God bless America. Instagram just crashed. So freaking annoying. I'm sorry, y'all. I was on a roll. Wait. Is this? Yeah. No, you weren't being talked about. Jackson was. Let me give Instagram a second to get on. Dylan. I was talking about him winning the laptop. Instagram stays open for an hour and then closes. Well, it hasn't been an hour, so I don't know why it's doing that. It's so annoying. Sorry, y'all. I was on a roll and Instagram's like, nope. I don't know why it keeps crashing. They're going to have to get their shit together. I don't have time for this. Could you email me? Sure. Okay, so anyways, what I was saying, now that y'all are back, welcome back. Sorry that happened, you guys. Anyway, so the path that is known, that's where your manifestations cannot exist because that is everything that is known to you right now. So it can't exist, right? The path that is unknown, this is where you change things up. This is where you make different decisions. This is where, anything is possible. That is where your manifestations can show up, okay? So you have to choose differently if you want different things to come in. Yeah, I blame retrograde for sure. Anytime Mercury's retrograde, I blame everything on it. But does that make sense? So the path that is known, your manifestations cannot show up. So you have to open your mind and you have to start making different decisions and looking at things differently. This is why we want to nurture whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. You have to speak differently. You have to think differently. You have to feel differently. You have to move differently because that is putting you on that unknown path where anything is possible. Does it make sense? Let me look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look, we have number 31, bad health, which is fitting because my friend Jenny is sick. Remember how I told y'all that we had to cancel our plans? But what is in bad health for you? It could be the way that you talk about yourself. It could be the thoughts that you have about yourself. It could be just you determining like life sucks. Shit doesn't happen for me. I fucking hate it here. If you're just blah, 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 you have to change things. This is why we have the blessing of the unseelie. This is you saying no. This is you being the rebel going, this is not how my life is going to be. I refuse to accept this. This is how I changed my life. Swear to God. I was so pissed because something significant happened to me and I was like, fuck this. This is not the way my life is going to happen. And I changed it. And I did it with visualization. And I changed it. And I was like, no, I'm finally going to let myself have what I feel I deserve. And I'm telling you, within a few months, everything changed. And I did have to let go of some things and some relationships because that was what was creating the block. I was too focused on that or their low vibration. I was, getting sucked into that. I had to let go of some things in order to change my life. This is why most people get stuck, because they are unwilling to let go of things and people that are creating the block. But that's the only way that you're going to experience change, because you have to go down the unknown path, not the known path, because the known path is where they don't exist, because you already know it's not there because you're trying to manifest it. Doesn't make sense. Oh. How does time work with manifestation? Time does not matter, okay? Timing is all about you getting into the vibration of your authenticity and removing the blocks, and then things can come in. Domingo, shut up. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Poor health habits. Your body is a conduit, for your spiritual energy. Take care of your spirit by making healthier choices. Freaking Jamie. I used to be able to manifest and manipulate energy so easily, but I feel like I've lost myself since I don't know how to get back to that state. Don't focus on getting back to that state. Just focus on getting back to you. And then, boom, it'll come. Okay? So time it really doesn't matter, because there are things that will come in really quickly, and there are things that need to take time, because you've got to settle into the vibration of your authenticity and whatever it is that you want. Because listen, you guys, you have been programmed for so long to think a certain way, to feel a certain way, to move a certain way. It takes time to peel those layers, to shed that skin, okay? So give yourself grace. There are so many people that I see quit right before they're about to have a massive change, because they're like, well, I'm tired and it's not happening fast enough. And I'm like, yeah, because you're the problem. And they quit and nothing ever happens. And they're like, see, I knew it wasn't going to happen. Well, because they kept doing the same thing over and over again. They stayed on the path known. If you want to go on the path unknown, you have to be willing to do the scary things. You have to be willing to do the hard things. You have to make different decisions. You have to be willing for people to be in your ear and you shut them out because they don't understand. Okay? Peel the onion, yeah. It's telling me to make time for myself. Yes, Lindsay, absolutely. What are the best crystals to help with the manifestation? I mean, there's a lot. You can do selenite, you can do citrine, but the thing is, let's not focus. I mean, if you want to, you can focus on an outward energy, but you can manifest yourself without needing crystals. You're powerful. I have crystals right here, and they help boost the energy, but I don't rely on them to do things for me that I know that I can do myself, okay? We are much more powerful than you realize, okay? What's the biggest reason people aren't able to love themselves and constantly seek relationships? Ooh, that is a great question. Let me read that again. What is the biggest reason people aren't able to love themselves and constantly seek relationships? It's because we have been taught that it is narcissistic or egotistical to love yourself. We have been constantly taught that it's better to love somebody else than yourself. Because we've been constantly programmed to think that we are unworthy, that we are weak, that we are undeserving. I mean, there's so many. So we're constantly looking for validation through other people. But when you find the validation within yourself, your relationships improve, your health improves, your life improves, everything. So we've been literally programmed to be codependent people. That's the gist of it, honestly. And the fact is, whenever we get into a relationship, especially women, this doesn't necessarily happen to men, but women, when we get into a relationship, our brain releases a chemical that puts the veil over our eyes to where we can't see the red flags, to where we're in codependent energy. Like, we operate differently. So you have to know how your body operates chemically so you can more so control it and not fall into that stuff. Okay? This is why you need an outside source to help you in life and relationships, because we literally our body works against us a lot of the time. And you need somebody to be like, hey, this is what I can see. Every successful person has a mentor. I do. I have a mentor. I've had many. So if you need a mentor, find somebody that you resonate with, and that's going to be somebody that tells you the truth, not somebody that's like a yes man. We don't want sugarcoating, because that's not going to help you. Okay? Yeah, crystals are beautiful tools to help support and enhance. Absolutely. It's not a replacement for our power, for sure. That was a great question. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Violet. You know, I love your name because my grandmother's name is Violet. And she passed away before I was born, but she makes herself known all the time. I have to keep a picture of her up in my house. Otherwise, stuff starts moving in my house, and she makes it known. So I love that. Let's see. Hang on, I'm trying to keep up, y'all. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Do I offer mentorship? Yes, I do. It's called my power coaching. You can apply for that through the link in my bio. What can a person do to change your mind? Can you expand on that? I'm happy to answer that question, but I need you to expand on what you mean. Tara is my mentor and my cousin. Cool. When is your next tarot course happening? Okay, so Anna, if you want to do the self-paced tarot course, you can get into it right now, because I'm building the module right now. And so right now it's severely discounted, because you're going through the building process with me. So you're going to do a lesson and give me your feedback, and I upload lessons, and then you give me your feedback. So you can get into that right now. The live tarot classes, I do not have a projected date for 2024, because I'm building this module right now. I don't want to load one more thing onto my plate. So many people have asked me for a self-paced module, so that's what I'm focusing on right now. But yeah, if you want to get, I've had people email me going, are you sure you want to discount it this much? And I'm like, yes. Because they're seeing how much work I'm putting into this already, and we haven't even gotten into the cards yet. But they're like, this is like valuable information, and you're selling yourself short. And I'm like, no, I wanted to discount it because everybody's being patient with me in the building process, so I appreciate that. So I'm discounting it for you. So yeah. Oh, okay. So how can you change your mind on that? Oh, you're so welcome. Yes, it's all from me, Anna. See, even Denise is like, yes, it is very, very discounted. I struggled. Listen, I'm not going to lie. I'm fully transparent. I struggled, and I still do a little bit, with discounting it so much because of how much work I'm putting into this and how much you're going to get out of this, because you're not just learning tarot. You're learning chakras. I'm about to teach a little bit of numerology. We're going to go over everything in detail. It's fucking cheap. But I was like, I want everybody to be patient and help me along on this building process. I want your feedback, so I'm happy to give a discount. Okay, so how do you change your mind from the ways that your mother and father told you? This is what I do with my private coaching clients. We go back and we look at childhood. We look at everything. We look at life now, and then we look at the past. We don't spend a lot of time there, but we do need to address it. We need to see where all of this stuff was picked up from, okay? Because what you're going to learn is that your parents were doing the best that they could with what they knew, okay? And So now you see that their viewpoint was programmed into you, but you don't have to adopt that. You have to open and expand your mind and to see what your reality is and change that around, okay? So if they program something into you, you just see it as, okay, well, that was their viewpoint, but here I'm going to open up and I'm going to explore to see what my viewpoint is, to see what my new experience is with whatever it is that you're dealing with. So it's just about acknowledging that they were doing the best they could with what they knew, and we're okay with that. And now we're gonna create our own experience. And now, of course, my phone wants to do low battery. Mercury retrograde, you guys. I'm already over it. You can do it, Charlotte. I promise. Manifest it, manifest it. Let me fix this right quick. Hang on, you guys. We're just having all these tech things happen. I gotta unplug it and plug it back in. This charger is weird. I don't know if it's a charger or my phone. It'll show it's charging, and then all of a sudden it drops down in battery. So let's see if that helps. Hopefully it will. Okay, let's continue because y'all have asked some great questions. Your charger stopped working too? Yeah, I don't understand what the hell's going on, but I blame Mercury retrograde. Let's get some oracle. Let's get some oracle. I love doing this, you guys. Also, next week, we're doing the tribe coaching. So if you have not gotten into the tribe, you can check that out as well. We do a monthly magical masterclass, but we're going back to also doing monthly coaching. So yeah, if you can't do my mentorship, get into the tribe. I'm fixing to have to go get some tissue because I'm tired of having to sniff. But let's pull an oracle card right quick. What do we need to know for this weekend? Cornucopia, look at that. Number 11, master number 11. Cornucopia represents abundance, overflow of good things happening. And when it's coupled with master number 11 it's the philosopher, but it's also the energy of like, hey, we're right here. What do you want? Okay? It's like when you see the 11:11 on the clock, it's the universe telling you, we're right here. What is it that you want? Because remember, you have to be aware of your thoughts, your communication, your emotions, and your actions. So it's like, hey, wake up, pay attention, be aware of what's going on. Let's manifest intentionally. Okay? So this is asking, I've got goosebumps. This is telling you, what do you want? There is plenty to go around. Okay? There's no such thing as lack except for in here. All right? We're going to change it. You see 11:11 all the time? Yep. Mine has been 7:22, and now I'm seeing 3:22. Like I literally woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, and I was like, man, it's warm in here. So I went and opened the window. I went and got back in bed, and as I'm getting in bed, I looked at the clock, 3:22, and I'm like, of course. And what's funny is this morning, Amazon delivered something. 22. I'm telling you, it shows up everywhere, all day, every day, which is why my business is called 22. And 22 is the master number. It's a master builder number. It's a number of higher wisdom and mastering, like doing what is necessary in order to get to these heights. You have lots of 9/11 these days? Yeah, look it up. I can't remember what 9/11 meant as far as like when I looked up angel number 9/11, but it was significant. But you know, you've been through my class, so you know what 9 represents and what 11 represents. So then you put them together. Give me 1 second. I gotta go wipe my nose. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I can't stand sitting here sniffing. I see double numbers everywhere. Not always the same, but always double numbers. Yeah, they're all messages. So it's like, the universe has to communicate with us whatever way that it can. And one is going to be through numbers. Another way is through divination. This is why it's so important to know how to do divination properly, because this is an established language, an established source of uncovering information. So if you're doing it like the shit you see on this app, then that's not the established connection. Let's see. Oh, it drives me nuts too. It does. It drives me nuts too, because it's all day, every day. And I'm like, okay. What else do we need to know? You need healing and to be able to go to work again after 5 years of depression. Here's the thing, and I'm not discounting anything, please understand that. Depression, they always say depression is like a chemical imbalance. Well, they've disproved that. It's not a chemical imbalance. That was to sell medication. So depression is living in the past, okay? So it's the brain's constantly going to the past, to the past, to the past. And so you have to be that rebel that's like, you know what? This is no longer my life. I'm no longer going to allow myself to, to bring myself down constantly, to self-sabotage, to oppress myself. I'm going to look at what is true right now. And I'm going to start decisions. If I ever have a negative, I'm going to switch it around to something more constructive and positive. And I'm going to learn how to love myself, because I'm pretty freaking amazing. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm here for a reason. And so I'm going to go explore that. And I'm going to live life. So you have to be that rebel that makes a decision that I'm not going to be depressed anymore. That's just a label, and I'm going to change it. So let's see what we need to know. Oops. I'm trying to unhide all y'all's comments. I don't know. Yeah, parent the brain. Yep. We are getting our learn on today for sure. Y'all are asking some amazing questions. Anxiety is about living in the future. Depression is living in the past. Yeah, you gotta live in the present. I completely understand where you're coming from, and I get it. So yeah, you wanna not let that. Here's the thing: when somebody does something wrong to you, and you're constantly living in the past, and it's going over and over and over in your mind, you are punishing yourself, and you're letting that person or those group of people dictate the rest of your life. Me, I'm like, fuck you. I'm not letting you do that. I'm letting this go, because you're not going to control me anymore. You're not going to affect the way that I live anymore. My ex-husband, I used to always call him my own personal bully, because he found any and every way to try to bring me down, and he still hopes to hear that something negative has happened to me. And I'm like, man, that's got to be a sad life, you know? And so I released him of all of that stuff. Everything that he ever did to me, I'm like, you know what? He doesn't know how to behave. He doesn't know how to love himself. And so he's projecting all these things onto me. I let him go, and I wish him well, and I wish him peace. And it was the most freeing thing I ever experienced in my life. And then my life changed. Because I'll be damned if I let anybody dictate my life other than me. Let's see. All right, we have Makuna, Journey in Reverse. So this may feel like, you look at this, I thought of the pot of gold because it's got a rainbow around it, right? And it also looks like a cauldron, right? But when this is in reverse and we have journeys, it's interesting, we have pathway here and we have distant horizon here. And so what this is telling me, just based off the energy and the imagery, it's telling me that it could feel like the journey is stuck. It could feel like you're always going backwards. It could feel like nothing works out, nothing comes to fruition. Well, it's because we've got to make changes. We have to do things differently in order to get things differently, okay? Good for you. I think I need you. I need class. Oh, I got you, Shirley. I'm here to help. I'm so happy to help. I've freed people from me, but I still worry about them. Don't worry. Don't worry. Worry is a negative energy. My mom worries about me a lot, and I tell her to stop. When will we be able to sign up for the modules to learn tarot? Right now, Violet, right now. Go to the link in my bio, and it's under Learn to Read Tarot. Learn more. Go down to the bottom, and you enroll right there. All right, so anyways, let's get some more oracle. But does that make sense? Like you feel like your journey is stuck, everything's, you know, falling apart, nothing comes to fruition. Well, it's because we have to turn everything right side up. We have to do things differently. We got to let ourselves, or actually we have to stop letting other people determine the outcome of our life. We got to stop listening to that chatter. Remember, we have the blessing of the unseelie. This is you being the rebel. This is you saying, no, this is not how this is going to happen. Or no, I will not do that. You know, it's standing your ground and claiming your power back. Oh, there it is. I was like, oh, where's my Queen of the Moon Oracle? I misplaced your highlight you sleep with, running your Roomba, and I found it. Oh my God. That's funny, Denise. When is the timing for my classes? What I'm creating right now, what everybody's enrolling in right now, is the self-paced class. It's a whole module that I'm building right now, and you're getting it at a severe discount because I'm still building it. So you can get in at any time, go through the modules at any time, give me your feedback if you have feedback, and you're going to learn how to read tarot. Like, it's going to be a process because I'm not just going to teach you what the cards mean. No, there's so much more that you need to learn about tarot rather than just what the cards mean. Like, you literally could go look at the book and figure that out. No, we got to learn real tarot. You've done 3 years of Vedic astrology. Ooh, that's cool. I haven't done astrology yet. I follow astrology, but I do not do astrology just because for me it's too much for my brain right now. I'm a certified life and relationship coach, certified in positive psychology, a Reiki master, numerologist. I have certifications in metaphysics, tarot, all that stuff. So yeah, that's my happy place. Okay, how do you not worry when you've always worried about anything and everything or whatever? You have to know that when you're worrying about something, you're automatically claiming something negative is going to happen. So think about it this way. You have a child and they're at the park. And the child is walking on one of those little balance beams things or whatever they're doing. And you're like sitting there saying, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. What is the universe hearing? Fall, 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 fall. And then they fall and you're like, I knew it. I knew they were going to fall. Well, because you literally just spoke it into existence, okay? Worrying is more faith in the negative outcome than the positive outcome. So whenever my kids are off doing something, I'm always like, I trust that the universe, oh, fuck. Instagram just crashed again. Sorry, y'all. I always say, I trust that the universe is taking care of them and everything's going to work out just fine. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, y'all are so sweet. It's an amazing class. It's no joke. I appreciate y'all very much. I've had some amazing feedback, and it makes me so freaking happy. I had a spirit said to me one thing at a time after I did leave. Okay, yeah. Hello from Ethiopia. Welcome. Yeah, it's a good saying. You trust. Yeah, you have to trust in the universe more than you trust in your fear. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Instagram. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's annoying. Everybody's probably like, I'm out. Okay, so let's get another oracle card. Look, we have boundaries. Remember how I literally just said you've got to learn how to set boundaries. You got to know what your boundaries are. This is what I work with on my one-on-one power coaching clients is we have to establish boundaries because boundaries are for you. Boundaries are not for other people. They're for you. And so whenever you love yourself and you understand how you operate, how life works, all this other stuff, it's easier for you to set boundaries because you're like, no, you're not going to come in and screw up everything that I just worked on. I'm not letting that happen. Okay? So we definitely need to establish clear boundaries. Okay? This is how you're going to find that balance in yourself and your relationships. Oh, did somebody ask about Reiki? Thank you, Jamie. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. My one thing at a time message is seeing consecutive numbers. Okay. All right, let's get some more. Let's get in the money deck right quick. See what our money message is, and then we'll pull some more oracle. What's our money message for this week? Or weekend? Whatever day it is. They all run together for me because I work from home. I don't have a set schedule. Look, we have partnership. Remember how I said you might have somebody in your community coming in to help you? That could be something that happens today or that initiates today. So when we have partnership, it says, build relationships that can help you increase business profits. Number 2, you don't have to do it alone. Make use of available resources. And number 3, you may receive money or an offer from someone you know. See, I don't make this shit up. The cards know. And when we're looking at community, it's like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they people that you would partner with? Are they people that inspire and support you? Do you feel inclined to inspire and support them? It's a give and take when you are, dealing with people in your life. Or are you surrounding yourself with people who are the low vibrational, love to live in lack, love to bitch and complain about life, and it's just like, soul sucking, okay? I want community, but people are scary. Get into the tribe. We have a bunch of lovely people in there. And like I said, we're about to do our monthly coaching next week. Let's get one from this deck. Yeah, if you need Reiki, you can get into my VIP Soul Collective. That's where I do the collective Reiki and sound bath session once a month. We already had it for this month, so it will be happening next month. I determined the best day to do it based on the astrology and the numerology of the day. So at the beginning of the month, I announce when the date will be and what time it will be. I'm often led spiritually by which day is going to be the best, and then I research it to make sure. And so we did the 12th on the new moon before Mercury went retrograde this time. So next month, I'm thinking I've already got it in my mind, we're probably going to do 111 because the 8/8 portal, I think it was, ends on 111. I'll have to make sure, but that might be when we do it next. It's helped you so much? Good. Oh, good. I've had a lot of people talking about Like everything is shifting. There's some people that have gotten scared, and then some people are like, yes, bring it on. The Reiki is me doing the session. It's not me teaching. I've had people ask me to teach Reiki, but it's just not, I can't right now because I'm teaching tarot. Maybe later next year I will teach Reiki, but right now I'm teaching tarot, and then next is going to be numerology. Okay, so let's pull from this oracle deck, see what we need to know for this weekend. Look, we have stage. I love this because it is all about you, okay? Not in an ego sense. But let's look. It says stage, in the spotlight, attracting a lot of attention, desire to get noticed, and becoming famous. So this is about you allowing yourself to be seen, okay? Because most of the time, we are afraid to be seen because we're afraid we're going to get backlash. I mean, look, I get it all the time on social media because I don't go along with the toxic spirituality that is on social media, right? I speak out about it. I teach, I educate, and the toxic people don't like that. They don't like that I educate because then I'm hurting their income source. Not my problem, right? So if you are too afraid to let yourself be seen, then you can imagine that you're not going to experience success. But being seen doesn't mean you have to physically be seen, okay? I have people that are better behind the scenes. So it's like, okay, well, let yourself be heard. You know, put yourself out there whatever way works for you, and then you can experience like wonderful things because people want to interact with people in reality. We've just been through so much trauma that a lot of people hide from people. Yes, I know my human design. I'm a self-projected projector, 6'2". Let's see. The more you attend the sessions, the stronger you get. That is so true. The more you do Reiki sessions, the stronger you get and the stronger our connection gets. For sure. Yep. You felt your hands tingling and pulsating. Ooh. The cat with the green eyes. My cat has it, or always with me. Yeah. It was crazy. Like I could see it like fierce green eyes. Also, it's really hard to let myself be seen with my Cancer sun and Capricorn rising. I don't people. I understand, but you do care. You know, that's the hard part, is you do care, and people around you have most likely let you down. But Cancer, you know, Cancer is a strong energy. Capricorn is a really strong energy. So it's a very take charge type of energy, like a very organized type of energy. But if you're in the low vibration of it, things are scattered and you have low self-worth. So we've got to flip that around for you. You felt I had a 6 in my profile line? Oh yeah, I definitely do. But yeah, being a self-projected projector made a lot of sense, or like finding out about that made so much sense when I started looking at my human design. You can feel as I move chakras before I say it. Ooh, interesting. Youngest of the 5, never notice even I give my opinion. Oh, yeah, that's hard. I understand that. Like we were always, you know, our generation's like you should be seen, not heard. What else do we want? What else do we want? Let's do one from angels and ancestors. Where did you learn tarot? It seems like you have a divine spiritual relationship. My mentor, she's in London. She was my tarot reader for quite some time, and she was doing a reading on me, and she was like, you need to be reading tarot. You're going to be really good at it. And I was like, I don't know. Because to me, tarot is a big responsibility, right? Because for me, coaching is so easy for me because of the fact that I'm a true empath, and what I learned through my human design is whenever people ask me questions, that's what activates the zone of genius, right? That's why I said I have all this information that I soak up, but I can't access it unless you ask me a question and you trigger that within me. So she was like, you know, you should learn tarot. You're going to be really good at it. And I was like, man, I don't know. And she said, I will teach you. I'll teach you everything that you need to know. And so I went through an apprenticeship with her, and she taught me everything that I need to know, plus some, because she has a metaphysics degree. She's been reading tarot for over 40 years. She's worked at one of the oldest metaphysical places and schools in London. She's at her own Hay House radio show, all that stuff. Like, so she's done all the things, and she's very strict. Like, she would chew my ass out if she saw that I was doing anything that you see here on social media. She'd be like, that is not how you read tarot. So yeah, I learned a lot from her, and she's retired. And so she's like, I want to pass on all my stuff to you. Like, you teach, you get the clients, all that stuff. So yeah. Let's see. We have trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Look at that. Okay, just like partnership, exchanging energy to create abundance. But remember how I said also at the beginning, I said who you are around, that stronger energy is what you're going to adopt. So this is why it's really important for you to be aware of who you're surrounding yourself with. Are you setting clear boundaries with these people and their energy, or are you just like soaking it up and then you're becoming low vibrational just like them? Or are you surrounding yourself with people that are inspiring, people that you can learn from, and you're raising up with their vibration? Okay. Oh, I did have a great guru. She's amazing, and I love her to death. She changed my life. She really did. So yeah, I'm forever grateful for her. Whenever I started teaching tarot, it was at least my first 1 or 2 classes. Like, I sent her a percentage of the tuition that I received from my students because I wanted to express to her my gratitude. Because she lives in London, and like I said, she's retiring, and so you can imagine retirees don't get much. And I wanted to express my gratitude to her. So I gave her a percentage of the classes just because that was, you know, as somebody who has struggled with money a lot throughout my entire life, that was something monumental for me to be able to do. I've always wanted to have a lot of money so I could turn around and like give it to people that need it, you know? So yeah. And when I sent it to her, she was shocked, and then she called me on FaceTime and we both like cried. It was a thing. Oh yeah, our strict teachers stay with us for life for sure. I had a choir teacher when I was in school, and I will never forget her. Like, I was the little rebel. I told y'all I've been a rebel my entire life. So I was the little rebel. She was very strict, very like, this is how you do it. Don't fuck around. And I was like, oh, I'm going to fuck around. But the reason why I did that was because I was breaking down her walls. And she and I became like really close. And she asked me to like fill in for people that had like failed out in show choir because she knew that I would step up and get it done. I would do it right. I would learn the dance. I would learn the song, all that. And I've never forgotten her. And I appreciate her strictness when it came to singing. I'm a professional singer, if you guys don't know. I do singing professionally as like a passion project on the weekends. So, yeah. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Oh, it's already 10:41. Woo! Been on here for a while. Nope, it wasn't done. Sorry, if it doesn't split clean, then I don't take it. That's called, sorry if I mispronounce this. That's called Dakashina in Indian culture. Very good, you did this. Oh, giving to your guru is very important. Yeah, oh, I was so grateful for her. I love it. Rebel to the core as well. That's why I've been drawn to you. Yeah, man, but see, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like you want to be the rebel, but you don't want to be so far gone that you can't listen to reality. You can't accept information. That's why like people get so triggered in my videos when I talk about the chaotic shuffling of tarot and stuff like that. They're like, I can do it however I want and chaotic energy suits me. And I'm like, do you not study quantum physics, metaphysics, energy, all that stuff as somebody that does spiritual work? Like, you need to know this information. And they don't. And so they're like, well, that's what suits me. And then I swear to God, they'll be the same ones. They're like, oh, my life is in chaos and this negative energy showed up. And I'm just like, you did it. Look, we have healing hands. Look at that. I love, and it's a breakthrough. This is what I'm talking about, like with my mentor. You know, they help you to create a breakthrough. They are somebody who nurtures what it is that you're trying to accomplish in life. This is why we need those mentors. So this is what I do for my power coaching clients. So if y'all don't know anything about it, my power coaching clients, they can be with me for 6 months or a year. And we do sessions, but they also have like a private chat with me. Because this private chat, you know, life doesn't just happen to us once a week or once a month, right? So they have this private chat where they can ask me questions and get my guidance throughout the week, obviously during business hours. But that's just because I'm here to help. I'm here to help you nurture this path, and we always need somebody holding space for us. Because if we don't have somebody holding space for us, it can feel very scary and very lonely. This is also why I created the tribe for people that can't do my power coaching, because we need support. No matter how many people want to say, oh, I'm independent, I'd rather be on my own. That's not true. Humans need connection. We really do. We need connection and we need support. Being hyper independent is a trauma response. Okay, I get it. Been there. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad you stumbled in here. Oh, Denise, yes. Okay, she said, I saw comments and one was, let's agree to disagree, but continued. I thought the same thing. She was like, let's agree to disagree, but you know, this and this and this is this. And I'm like, that's not agreeing to disagree. This is like trying to say, let's agree to disagree, but I'm right. I'm just like, I saw that too, Denise, and I just like, you know what, I'm done with you. Because, you know, you think about it, when you're arguing with somebody, there's now two fools. So it's like, you have to realize that there are people that do not want to hear you, and you have to let them be where they're going to be. It's pointless. Like, do not waste your time arguing with people and trying to prove yourself, because they are not interested. They really aren't. They are only interested in being right. And this is why I'm talking about, you can be the rebel, you can be the person that goes against the norm, but you also need to not be dumb in the fact of, I'm closing myself off to real factual information. Because I love, love, love the fact that science is starting to prove spirituality. And we're starting to see how brain waves operate, how frequency and what the environment affects us and our brain waves. We're starting to see all that. We're getting proof of spirituality. But the people that are, you know, only in their woo-woo space because they want to make money or whatever, they don't want to listen to that because they want to just be free and do whatever they want. But then they'll be the ones that complain that life is not working out for them, or that something very negative happened, or they're going to get some sort of disease and go to that, what's it called? Psychosis, spiritual psychosis, because they're not paying attention to what actually is. They're just trying to go off the woo-woo, I can do anything that I want because I'm the only creator, it's all about me. And I'm like, no, you have to actually pay attention to what is being proven. It'll help you, but not my problem. Let's see, let me unhide these. Gosh. I know, Denise, I agree. Yeah, the most insecure person always has to have the last word. By simply not arguing, you are being the rebel. Yeah. Arguing seems to be the default to so many people. Oh, 100%. Thank you, Becky. So if you all missed the beginning of this reading, I'm going to put it on YouTube. My YouTube is at Twenty2 Guru. On Instagram, you're just going to take out the dot, okay? On TikTok, it's the same. For whatever reason, I can't get at Twenty2 Guru on Instagram, but I'm putting the whole reading on YouTube so you can go back and refer to it. We talked about a lot of great stuff today, you guys. You guys asked some amazing questions, and I live for this. This makes me happy. If you're looking to learn tarot and you've been wondering how to do that, go to the link in my bio. And on Instagram, go to the links in my bio. You'll click on Tarot Testers. That's how you can get into the new module, the self-paced module that I'm building. On TikTok, go to the link in my bio. It is the first one that says Learn to Read Tarot, Learn More. Click that, and that gets you into what's called the Tarot Testers, because you're testing out my new module as I'm building it, okay? That's the one where you find the ridiculous discount that makes my stomach hurt. Let's see. How is it possible that someone does so much and karma not catching up to them? Oh, it will. Even if it doesn't catch up to them in this lifetime, it'll get them in the next. Believe me, karma does not miss. Okay? And the more, listen to this, the more spiritual and in your power that you get, the more instant karma people get. Now, we're not supposed to relish in that, but it is kind of funny, especially it's like little things, like my kids, they'll say something like smart aleck to me or whatever, and then turn around, like stump their toe or whatever. They're like, God, karma. And I'm like, it's a running joke in our house, but you don't want to worry about other people's karma. You want to focus on you and your journey and letting them go, because you don't want them ruling your life. And the way they rule their life is they take up space in your mind and they keep you stuck in the past. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend too. Soul came here to live that human experience. As shitty as that sounds, no joke. No joke. It's a bumpy ride, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go have some fun, right? As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, you're good. Okay? So, I love you all. I will be right back here Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to get a reading for Monday through Thursday. We're going to talk some more, and that's just what we do. Okay? Love y'all, and I'll see you then.